Imagine you are sitting at the fanciest, most exclusive restaurant in the entire world. The waiter, a penguin wearing a tiny bow tie, approaches your table carrying a silver platter. He lifts the lid with a dramatic flourish. But instead of a juicy hamburger or a mountain of cheesy pizza, there is a small shot glass filled with a glowing, yellowish liquid. Tonight's special, my brave friend, the waiter whispers, is freshly squeezed king cobra venom. You gulp. Your hands shake. If a king cobra bites you, its venom is powerful enough to take down a massive elephant. So what on earth happens if you drink it? Does your stomach explode? Do you turn into a scaly mutant with a sudden craving for raw mice? Or do you just let out a giant, gross burp and ask for dessert? Grab your explorer hats, junior scientists. I am your chief science explorer, and today we are diving deep into the wild. Gooey, an absolutely fascinating world of biology to answer the ultimate survival question. Can you die from swallowing snake venom? Before we take a sip of our imaginary danger juice, we need to clear up a massive scientific mix-up. Most adults, even some of your teachers or parents, use two words completely wrong. Those words are venomous and poisonous. People look at a rattlesnake and yell, "Watch out, that snake is poisonous." As a junior science explorer, this is your moment to push your glasses up your nose and say, "Actually, it's venomous." Here is the easiest, funniest way to remember the difference. If you bite it and you get sick, it is poisonous. Think of eating a bad mushroom or a brightly colored poison dart frog. You swallow the danger. Bad move. If it bites you and you get sick, it is venomous. Think of a snake, a spider, or a scorpion. They have to inject the danger into you like a doctor giving you a shot. If you bite it and IT gets sick, well, you probably need to brush your teeth more often. If it bites itself and IT dies, then it's just really clumsy. Poison is like a rude guest who kicks down your front door, your mouth, and trashes your house, your body. Venom, on the other hand, is like a sneaky ninja. It cannot come through the front door. It needs a secret entrance straight into your bloodstream, usually created by two sharp, scary fangs. So, snake venom is venomous, not poisonous. But what does that mean for our stomachs? To understand what happens when venom goes down your throat, we need to know what it's made of. If you put snake venom under a superpowered microscope, you wouldn't see tiny green skulls or little monsters holding pitchforks. Instead, you would see proteins. Yes, proteins. The exact same stuff that makes up the scrambled eggs you ate for breakfast, the chicken nugget you had for lunch, or the muscles in your own arms. Snake venom is basically just a highly modified, super complex soup of proteins and special helper molecules called enzymes. When these special venom proteins are injected directly into your blood, they act like a bunch of tiny villains. They run around turning off your body's lights, snipping your blood vessels like they are cutting paper, and causing absolute chaos. Because your blood travels everywhere, the villains get a free taxi ride to your heart, your lungs, and your brain. That is why a snake bite is a massive medical emergency. But what if we don't put the villains in the taxi? What if we drop them down the giant, bubbly water slide of your digestive system instead? Let's go back to our fancy restaurant. You hold your nose, close your eyes, and swallow the king cobra venom. Gulp. The venom travels down your esophagus, the food tube, and splashes into your stomach. Now, your stomach is not just a real empty bag. It is a highly advanced, bubbling cauldron of destruction. It is filled with something called hydrochloric acid. How strong is the acid inside your tummy right now? It is so strong that if you accidentally swallowed a small piece of metal, like a tiny zinc coin, your stomach acid could slowly dissolve it. It is fierce. When the venom proteins land in this acid pool, they are completely terrified. Remember, these venom proteins are tough guys when they are in the bloodstream, but in the stomach, they are completely helpless. Your stomach acid acts like a superhero. Let's call him Captain Acid. Captain Acid looks at the deadly king cobra venom, laughs, and says, "Oh, neat. A protein shake." Because venom is just protein, your digestive system treats it exactly like it treats a cheeseburger. Captain Acid and his army of digestive enzymes grab those scary venom molecules and start chopping them up into tiny, harmless little pieces called amino acids. The venom is completely destroyed. It is broken down, digested, and eventually absorbed by your intestines to help build your own muscles. So, instead of turning into a mutant or getting terribly sick, your body literally uses the deadly king cobra venom to make your biceps a tiny bit stronger. Nature is incredibly weird and awesome, isn't it? Now, before you run outside, grab a garden snake and try to make a venom smoothie. Stop. Let me put on my serious scientist hat for a minute. Even though we just learned that swallowing venom usually won't kill you because of your amazing stomach acid, drinking venom is still a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad idea. Why? Because of the ninja loophole. Remember how we said venom is like a ninja that needs a secret entrance into your blood? Well, your mouth and your stomach are not made of solid steel. What happens if you have a tiny scratch inside your cheek from eating a sharp potato chip? What happens if you just lost a baby tooth and your gums are bleeding a little bit? Or what if you have an ulcer, a small cut, in your stomach that you don't even know about? If you drink venom, and that venom finds a tiny cut in your mouth, throat, or stomach, before Captain Acid can destroy it. Oh, the ninja has found an open window. The venom will slip through that tiny cut, enter your bloodstream, and suddenly, you are in exactly the same amount of danger. As if the snake had bitten you on the leg. The venom will grab that free taxi ride in your blood, and you will need to be rushed to the hospital for anti-venom immediately. So, drinking venom is like playing a game of biological Russian roulette. If your digestive tract is 100% perfectly healthy with zero scratches, you will just digest it like a chicken nugget. But if you have even the tiniest micro cut, it is game over. To put things into perspective, let's compare our human bodies to our slithery friends. Snakes actually swallow their own venom all the time. When a snake bites a mouse, it pumps the mouse full of venom. Then, the snake swallows the mouse whole. That means the snake is eating a stomach full of its own venomous soup. Do snakes get sick from this? No. Their stomachs have incredibly strong acids that break down the venom safely, just like ours would. In a weird way, humans and snakes are digestion buddies. We both have superhero stomachs capable of taking down complex proteins. The only difference is that snakes are smart enough to use their venom for hunting, while humans are silly enough to sit around wondering what it tastes like. Spoiler alert, scientists who work with venom say it tastes very bitter and metallic, kind of like licking a battery. Gross. So, let's answer our big, dramatic question. Can you die from swallowing snake venom? Scientifically speaking, no, as long as your digestive system is completely perfect. Your stomach acid will chop up the deadly venom like a blender making a fruit smoothie, treating it just like any other food. Practically speaking, yes, it is incredibly dangerous, because the tiniest scratch in your mouth could let the venom into your blood, turning your stomach's protein shake into a total disaster. The human body is an amazing fortress, equipped with acid moats and enzyme samurai to protect us from the outside world. But it's always best not to test our fortress against the deadliest animals on the planet. Keep asking wild questions. Keep exploring the weird science of the world. But please, stick to drinking chocolate milk instead of snake spit. Stay curious, my fellow explorers.